Hi and welcome to another Gravy Loyalty tutorial. Today we're covering the most important aspect of the Gravy Loyalty system, and that's price tiers. Price tiers allow you to set up different levels of tiers, effectively different price ranges, and for each price range you'll go ahead and you'll allocate a certain amount of points for that price. Now each price tier will have its own unique QR code, and so that whenever a customer makes a purchase, all they do is they simply scan that QR code with the corresponding tier and they'll get those points awarded to them. So the science behind price tiers is quite interesting. So effectively what we have done here is we've molded the basics of loyalty, which is effectively rewards for your spending and to encourage customers to spend more. But what we've also done is we've incorporated what's called a tiered loyalty approach. So we've mashed together a whole bunch of basic loyalty principles that are used quite effectively amongst a number of industries, including both the casinos and gaming industries, and a number of other big retailers are also implementing tiered loyalty. So we've tried to implement effectively a tiered loyalty system, but we'll also keeping focus of the main fundamental loyalty principles that work really well. So to put that in English, effectively what we're doing, so that if we look at a real life example, so let's think about a real life example. So in a real life example you might have, say, a cafe or a restaurant. Now most people, the average person you might have, they might come in and just buy a cup of coffee and move on. Now fundamentally with loyalty we want to encourage and we want to increase the average spend of each individual customer. So to achieve that we need to give them a certain level of reward for spending a certain target amount. So in the example of the cafe, we might go ahead and we might want to target them to spend between at least say $5 to $10 as opposed to the typical price of just paying the $5. So what we'll do, and you can see in this example here with both these, what we've set up both a bronze and a silver price tier. And so you can see, so with the Pacific bronze tier, the price minimum is 50 cents, the average price is around $4, and the price maximum is $5. Now for the bronze tier, we're going to reward the customer a value of 10 points whenever they make a purchase between those price ranges. However, for the silver, what we're going to do, so we've set up the price range a minimum of $5 between $15, and we're going to give them 50 points if they go ahead and make that purchase. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to effectively give them higher perceived value to spend that extra few dollars. And so by doing this we're creating effectively a system where those who are spending more fundamentally get more points and get more rewards. So if you're a bigger spender at that cafe and you're spending an extra few dollars every day, you're getting more rewards that other customers aren't getting. So we are creating a quasi-tiered approach. But what we're also creating, which also fundamentally works, is we're effectively creating a system which encourages customers to increase their average spend. And this is the basics around the price tiers. So it's really important that when you go ahead and you add price tiers that you think about your customers, you think about what your average spend is, what the target spend you're trying to encourage, and to then go ahead and design your system accordingly. So now we might, for example, let's do a gold tier. So our price minimum is going to be $15. Let's say a price average of say 30 and a maximum of say 50. But for this one, let's just go all out. We could say let's give them 500 points for going ahead and spending that money, because we really want them to spend that kind of money. And so you can see here now we've got a point system where we've got bronze, silver and gold, and when they're spending somewhere between $15 and $50 they're getting 500 points, whereas if they only spend say $5 they're only getting 10 points. So customers are going to then go ahead and look at it and go, well, hey, maybe if I buy this extra thing here, if I buy this, or maybe I should buy my coffee and my croissant from this place, and I can get those extra points. But obviously it's important to then match up your price tiers with your rewards. So the rewards are covered in another tutorial, but it's important to go ahead and then make sure that you've got some really good rewards that encourage people to want to accumulate those points in the first place. Importantly, those rewards need to be achievable. They need to be really achievable, and they need to be something people can easily grasp and get hold of. So one of those things to be really conscious of. But with that, all that said, that covers price tiers. I really hope that you've got something out of this tutorial. This is a really important part of the Gravy loyalty system, and it's one of the unique parts of the Gravy loyalty system that makes it so powerful.